Alright, here's my video on installing the GE 40,000 grain water softener. It's a surprising little adventure. If you're a professional plumber, just go away, because that's not what this video is about. It's about my own situation here. Alright? Anyways, let's move forward. The GE high efficiency water softener. Here's a view of the softener. I took the top, the lid and whatnot off. If you need instructions on how to do that, you probably just want to turn the video off. Anyway, this is the I guess the intake and outlet here. It's kind of a weird little thing. But anyways, before you get started assembling the pieces that go on here, if you look, there's a little cap right here that needs to come out. It's just a little thing that pulls up here. Pull this out, remove the little this one it's yellow. I don't know if you can see it, but anyways, you want to take that out. Otherwise you're gonna have some troubles. Alright, so the first thing that you want to sort of get ready here is called the bypass valve. It comes with the unit. This is what it looks like. So you can install this either this way. It just depends on your installation. There's reasons why you might want to install it this way. Either way will work in the end. Don't think too hard on it. Whatever works. Okay, here's the bypass valve again. They give you a little bit of lubrication, just probably like petroleum jelly or something. But anyways, just put a little bit on each one of the O-rings here. Just a little dab like that. Now take your finger and you know, rub it around the seal. I don't think I need to video that part. Alright, we'll just put this bypass valve in. Remember, take out that yellow cap that was in there. I showed you that at the start of the video. So just make sure you've put lubrication on those O-rings right there, and just proceed to insert that in. Here, I have to turn this off because we need two hands. Alright, so anyways, that slid in there just nice and slick. No real effort required. If you're having trouble pushing that in there, something must be wrong. Maybe you don't have it lined up, or you forgot to take that yellow cap out, would be a good reason. So anyways, you get that seated in there, and it comes with these little clips here, a little black clip. Just basically holds it in place. So you want to put one of those on each. There we go. And I guess that'll do the trick. Keep our fingers crossed. Alright, the next step here is you want to get these two pieces here. They fit into the bypass unit. These are called the NPT adapters, I think is what they are. I could be wrong on that term, but anyways, these came with it. So again, you have to put a little bit, just a little dab of this lube on there, and spin that around the O-ring. Just make sure it has a thin film on it, and then you're going to take these, and each one you insert into here. So let me get this ready, and we'll continue. Alright, I already put one in, and here's the second one. Just take nice even pressure, push it into place. Alright, and we're set there. Next thing, don't forget, put in the black retainer clips. Just snap those. Oop. Well, hey, I just dropped that, so it's much easier to do this with two hands. So I'll be right back. Alright, retainer clips are in, these black things. That's what I just put in. So we'll move to the next step in a moment here. Let me get ready. Alright, I already did part of this step, but I'll show you on the other one here. Save some time. I did this one, it's assembled. These pieces did not come with the unit, and it will become self-explanatory why you have to purchase these if you're doing it basically the way I'm doing this, which I'm going to end up going down to normal household half-inch pipe. They kind of had a pretty crazy little setup they have here. But anyways, what you need to do, you need to get one of these. This is just a, I don't even know what it's called. Anyways, it's just like an adapter where it has threads on the inside. You can thread that on. And then, what you need to do is get, it's a 1 inch down to the threads in the inside adapter. And then, what will end up happening, except you don't want to put this on yet, this is the 3/4 inch down to a 1/2 inch end, so that's part of the way you're going to connect that to your household if you have a 1/2 inch copper pipe in it. But that will just screw in there. But that's, we're not going to do that yet, but you're going to need these 3 pieces to get to this point here. Oops, sorry. This would go in here. This is what a completed one would kind of look like. I know it looks pretty crazy, but I don't know. I guess you have to do what you have to do, right? Alright, yeah, okay, we're recording. This step, hey, one thing you want to do, anytime you have, you know, threads involved, stuff like that, when it comes to water, you want to put Teflon tape on there, pick up some Teflon tape, put it on in the direction that you're going to thread on your coupling. Just give it some few good wraps here. It's up to you. I mean, don't worry, you can't use too much of this. Yeah, that's easier. And just rip that off. Okay, so the first thing, this is that extra piece I was talking about. It's ready to go on. Just start it. And you want to get your trusty wrench. Hold that in place. And tighten it down. Probably could have done this before I put in the these adapters. I don't know. It shouldn't hurt the O-rings too much. Hopefully they'll be alright. You don't want to move them around a whole lot, but if you're careful and you don't put a bunch of pressure on from side to side, they should be alright. They turn freely in there. So, okay, we have those 2 done. The next thing is we have to put these caps on. So again, thread some Teflon tape onto these, and we'll get that ready just a second. I'm just doing a few wraps here. There we go. And same idea, you're going to have to get your wrench out, hold this tight, use your wrench up here, tighten it down good. I'll do the same for the next, and then we'll be back with more. Alright, I'm back here. Kind of have the thing sitting where I want to put it. And what I've done here, and you have to do this while it's off and not on any of these plastic pieces. You can't have this screwed in and solder this together because you'll melt everything. Okay, so don't do that. But this is where I'm going with it. I have it set up here. I have 2 of these, one for each side. I put my Teflon tape on here, and then what I'm going to do once I get everything lined up, this is the cap that's going to go onto here, and this is how you're going to get this down to a 1/2 inch. So, well, when that screws on there. Anyways, that's how it's going to look, except now when you determine where you're going to go into your pipes, again, don't have this on here and solder a pipe in there, because the heat will transfer down and it will melt the plastic. So when you get it set up, then you're going to need to solder this piece on to your standard 1/2 inch, and then you'll hook it up. Voila! So I'll get moving on this, and I'll give you an update when I have some of this put together in a minute here, 2 or 4. Okay? Alright, this is kind of where I'm at now. I have all my pipes hooked up here, and don't forget to put the Teflon tape. These are the final connections here. And all this soldering was done away from the plastic, so you don't want to melt anything. Burnt my wall a bit, but it's you know, it's high quality. So anyway, I'll hook this up and see if there's any leaks, and then I'll let you know. Yeah, hello everyone, back again. The next thing you want to do here, well, it's all checked out and doesn't appear to be leaking. It's so humid here right now, though. I'm getting some sweat on the pipe, so it's really tough to tell, but nothing obvious. Next thing you want to make sure and do is when you do a backwash, they give you this hose here, and you want to make sure you hook that up, and I'll show you what you need to hook up. Normally this would just go to like a sump drain or a drain in your floor. I don't have a drain in my floor because whoever built the house, I don't know, go figure. Anyways, there's a little tube that comes out the back right in the top here of where the motor is that runs the valves and whatnot. Anyways, you hook that up and you run that to your drain. In my case, I'm running it up since I'm on a septic system and a well. I'm just going to run it into the septic tank. Just going to hook it right into there. And away we go. So I'll do that, and we'll start the next step here. Oh, just back to this drain hose thing. I'm back again. I forgot to mention, it comes with little clamps. You just use some pliers, get that on there. Put the clamp on before you put the hose on to the fittings. And yeah, just use some pliers and squeeze them together, and then move it up over each of the little valves. Or not valves, but fittings. Alright, I'll do that. Alright, I made all those connections, and those little spring clamps, you have to be careful. I'd wear some goggles, because I was putting one on and the thing flew right out of the pliers and, I don't know, went somewhere in my basement here. Can't find it. So it always helps to have an extra little normal kind of clamp there, and you know, I use my garden branch trimmers to cut that hose. Works really good. Anyways, just a little tip. Alright, I hope you can see this at the side on the unit here. The kit comes with this black grommet. It's not in there, you have to put that in. Anyways, stick that in, and that's just like an overflow drain. And again, if you have a drain in your floor, which I don't, that'd be very handy to have. Anyways, you put the grommet in there, and then there's this piece here. You just shove that in there, and then hook up. You should have some leftover same hose that I used for the backflow thing, or the backwash. Anyways, just hook that up and run it to a drain just in case it overflows. For now, I'll just put it in a bucket. At least I'll have one less bucket on the floor. Alright. Okay, since I'm a little bit familiar with these, I kind of forgot to mention one thing. Hopefully you've watched this video in full. But anyways, this is the bypass valve. I did my testing for water leaks before the steps in the manual anyways. But make sure that the bypass valve is pushed in. And then the next step is, once everything's all hooked up, basically you want to open up a couple taps, 2 taps, ones that are fairly close to the softener unit, and then turn on your house water, get the water flowing there, wait for a bit and let all the air come out of the lines, whatnot. And then once you've accomplished that, when you think the water's running nice and smooth, then what you do is you just slowly open up the bypass valve, and Yeah, try to do it slow. And that way it'll start filling up the unit. Because you don't want to get a bunch of air in there. Alright, that sounds good. Okay, so at this point, been doing this for a couple minutes. The bypass valve is open, or yeah, it's pulled out, whatever. So anyways, this is meant to, you know, fill up the actual tank, the one that has the little plastic beads in it. So anyways, again, while it's doing this, a couple minutes have passed. Leave those taps open, and you'll notice air will be coming out through the taps because it's filling up the canister inside the softener. So a couple minutes have passed, and you can go ahead and go turn off your taps, and then I'll get into the next little part right away here. And again, all my plumbing seems good. As I said, it's very humid here. Might look like they're leaking, but it's just condensation. And one thing that I don't know if I mentioned, I ended up putting on turn-off valves on both the intake and the out pipe. You might want to do that. It could come in handy one day, believe it or not. Especially if your system, I have another setup here so I can run hard water into my drinking water if I want, if someone's sensitive to salt issues. So it was important to me to put these valves on here also for certain reasons, but hey, you can never have too many turn-off valves. Anyways, I'll get the next part going here. Alright, I'm back. Everything's good, no leaks or whatnot. Basically, they want you to do a sanitization procedure. What you can do is put 2-3 gallons in the bottom of the tank down here, and then add in like just put in a bag of salt. Don't fill it right up, because if you have luck like me, if you filled it right to the top, something would be wrong with the whole unit. Then you'd have to spend a day taking all the salt out. So just put put a bag in there or something. And anyways, so you pour your water in, put 2-3 gallons in, like I said. You're supposed to put in a couple tablespoons of bleach. Put that in there, and then yeah, put the salt in. Don't overfill it. And then basically you just do a manual initiation of the recharge of the unit, and that's, hopefully you can see that's this button here. Just press that, let it run through the cycle. It takes about 2 hours. And if you have nothing better to do, you can actually come and check it out when it goes through all the cycles and listen. You can hear it doing its job, make sure it's working, verify it. Check your manual. It's a really excellent manual. It tells you exactly what's happening. So make sure you have your manual. If you don't have your manual, then I don't know, get it online or something. Oh, and again, to do that manual regeneration, you have to press that button and hold it for about 3 seconds until you'll hear the motor go, and it's just moving the valve. If you just press it once, then it's going to recharge at your at the preset times for 2 a.m. But if you want to go right away, press it and hold it. You'll know that you've done it when you hear some noise. Okay. Hi there. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm not going to show you everything that's in the manual and what to do and with all the troubleshooting. If that comes up in the future, sure, I'll put something up. But use your manual, do a little bit of reading. It's all there, black and white. And hopefully everything's gone well for you. So I'll be signing off. Have fun with your water softener.